Hello everyone, in this video we will learn how to set up an FTP server so that we can use this FTP server to keep the Nagios backups of the configuration files. So without further ado, let's get started. First I will install vsftpd yum install vsftpd -y. So it's getting downloaded and installed. Okay, so it's complete. Now we will systemctl enable vsftpd systemctl start vsftpd. Now let me check the status. So it's active and running. Great. Coming to the next step, we will move to cd etc vsftpd. There is a one file called vsftpd.conf where we will make the configuration changes. Before that, we will create a user called ftp user so that that user can access the FTP server. So let's get started. Now, once it's done, let us add the user, add user, FTP user, FTP user. So we have set the password for the FTP user. Let us create a directory, home, FTP user and FTP chmod -r. This is the permissions, home, FTP user and FTP. Next, we will change the ownership. Next, I will put this FTP user into this user list, that is etc vsftpd user list. Once it's done, if I do an ls, if I do a cat user list, I will see the FTP user is showing in the list. Next, we need to configure the vsftpd.conf vi vsftpd.conf. So anonymous enable, it should be no. Local enable yes. Write enable is yes. We will enable this ASCII upload enable. Listen equals no. This one is for the IPv4 and as IPv6 is activated. So I will do as yes and I will comment this section. User list enable is yes and I will use another directory user list deny equals no. Next I will do the user list file etc vs ftpd user list. Now I will use the passive one, that is PSSV enable equals yes. Max port will be 31,000. PSSV main port 30,000. Promiscuous. After making these changes, I will write and quit. I will restart it. Okay, it's restarted. So for the next step, I will copy this address and just try to telnet using 21 port. Let's see. Okay, so this I'm using this one. I need to check. Okay, so it's not. So let us allow the security rules for this FTP server. Go to security, go to security groups, inbound rules, edit inbound rules, add rule 20 to 21 for all CIDR blocks, FTP, add rule 30,000 to 31,000. I have saved the rules. Next, let's try. As you can see that we are successfully able to connect using port 21 to our FTP server. Okay, so it's done. So our next step would be to connect to our FTP server using Nagios GUI. For that purpose, I will go to EC2 instances, FTP server, go to details, copy this private IP4 address, go to admin, go to scheduled backups. As you can say, FTP backups, we need to just enable it. Provide the IP address. FTP user is the FTP user. Our directory is FTP. And using passive mode, let's test the connection. Connection established, username, password. Okay, now let's check with test upload. As you can see, test file ftp test upload.txt uploaded successfully. If you want to verify, you can go to the location cd home FTP user ls cd ftp do an ls. As you can see that this file is successfully saved. So this way we can configure an FTP server in Nagios so that we can save our backups, FTP backups into this remote location. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and if you face any issues while doing the steps, please feel free to comment below. Thank you.